Good morning, gladiators. Today is Thursday, April 1st. I'm sorry I will not be here today, so hopefully you are watching or listening to this video so that you have a good idea of what you should be doing. So we're going to go over commonly confused words today, and I'll go over those slides with you. I think you should go through each slide and take notes for the words that you think are confusing. There will be an exit ticket for you to complete when you are done studying those words. And then there is a revising and editing exit ticket as well, and it has 3 short passages for you to read and answer. So the discussion post says, which set of words is most confusing to you? Question mark. How can you remember when to use the right word? If you have any tips, please write them down.
With your morning announcement. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd.
The discussion post reads, which set of words is most confusing to you? How can you remember when to use the right word? Do you have any tips? So, let's see. Confused and misused words and phrases. Dude, the right word is affect with an A. Dude, you're wrong. The word should be affect with an E. That advises with an S, not with a C. This presentation advises you on words or phrases that are commonly misused and confused. So when we take the STAR test next Tuesday, the revising and editing, it'll give you a few sentences in a passage and it'll ask you to make a change. My friends ate at Tito's Taco Palace, so they're hoping that their lunch stays down, for there are rumors that health inspectors cited the filthy kitchen. So which is the correct there? Should we change THEY apostrophe RE to THEIR? Should we change THEIR to THY apostrophe RE, or CTHEIR, change it to THERE? The correct answer is C. So my friends ate at Tito's Taco Palace, so they are hoping that their lunch belongs to them, stays down, for over there are rumors that the health inspector cited the filthy kitchen. So here is our first set. We have all right, and then all space right. Okay, these are not the correct ways to spell these words. This is not a word. This needs to be separated, a space lot. This is not a word. It's either RIGHT or WRIT. Should of, which I make the mistake all the time, should be should have, and then supposed should have a D at the end. Okay? So the word among. If you're using among, then you are referring to 3 or more. You are among friends. Between friends, you are only using 2 or more. Between Fred and me. Amount is not a count. So it's an amount of butter, something that you don't necessarily can count, but a number is a specific item that you can count. So this is just kind of ambiguous, and then this is specific. Good describes a thing, and well describes a verb. So how do you feel today? I feel well. So are you describing a noun? No, because feeling is a verb. I feel well, and so then well would be an adverb. This describes a verb, and this describes a noun. So if you're using an, this goes between a consonant. This goes between 2 vowels, a consonant, right? Vowel, consonant, and then whatever this word is has to start with a vowel. Um, Orange and orange, vowel, consonant, vowel. All other words that start with consonants just use an A. So already means before. It already happened. But if you are ready to go, you're prepared, then we are all ready to go. See the difference? So this is lose, the past tense. Um, did you lose your keys? This is loose. My shoelaces are loose. So two O's means that it is free from restraint, and this means that you lost the game. Were and where. This is a place, and so the H, you see the word here, tells you that it is referencing a place. Where is the pencil? This is a to be verb, and it's past tense of being. We were going to go to the park, past tense to be. Okay, this is possession for it, its tail. This is a contraction for it is. This is a contraction for who is, and this is a possessive pronoun. It belongs to someone. Whose car is that? You wouldn't say who is car is that, right? Whose possession? Your possession. You are contraction. Advice is a noun. You are offering advice to someone. This is the verb. You are advising someone to stay quiet. Okay, so this is a tricky one. Affect is a verb. So you affect my heart when you tell me you love me. But effect with an E is the noun that happened. There was the volcano caused a great effect on the um, environment. And so this is like the aftermath, cause and effect. It's a noun that occurs or that is the result of something. And this is actually changing something. Okay. So that's something you have to really think about. Capital with an A means city. I'm sorry. It's like when you have capital, that means you have money. But an O is the actual building. Austin is the capital of Texas. Coarse with an A means that it's rough, like sandpaper. Coarse with a U is like a course you're taking in school. You set something down, and then you sit down is something that a person does. So a noun may sit down, right? This is a verb, sit. And then set is also a verb, but you're putting something down in its place. You're setting it on the table. You're sitting in a chair. Then indicates comparison. Um, let me think. Then she is louder than her brother. You're comparing the sister and the brother and how loud they are. This happens next. First, you must complete your homework, then you can go outside. Comparison happens next. Okay, let's keep going. So if you accept it, then you are agreeing to it, you're taking it in. Means you're leaving it out. You must go to the park. Everyone must go to the park except you, except the dog. Okay, so you leaving it out. This is you're bringing it in. Are is a to be verb. We are going. Our is possession for us, our house. Okay, so this one is one that you should pay attention to, right? So this one is the past tense of pass. You pass the papers forward. This is in relation to history or time. It happened in the past. Okay. So think of the T as time, and this is an actual verb that you are passing things in the past tense. See how it says past tense? Okay. Principal with an A. So you can look at the word pal. He is my pal. That's a person. It's in charge. And this is like a virtue. You have principles. Okay. You should know this one, left, right, and then right with the pin. This one is sense. You have 5 senses, E-N-C, E-N-S-E. And this is a preposition. Since yesterday, I haven't been able to sleep. Okay, so it's talking more about time. It's a preposition. Through the ball, past tense of throw. Through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H, is beyond something, or you can go through a tunnel. Okay, so you go beyond it to the next side. Weather with an A is like the climate, right? What's the weather outside? And then W-H, E is like an alternative. Whether or not you listen, you still have to do your work. All right, so that's a lot, right? But we still have more. So 2, 2, and 2. Normally you know this one and you know this one. This is the one that you guys forget to use. Many adults actually forget to use. THOO means also. So two was the fresh octopus. It's a terrible sentence. The fresh octopus was the octopus was too fresh. Okay, so it means much or also. I want to go to the park too. Also, too much. Okay, and then this is the number, and this is a preposition um, using direction. Okay, there, and there. If you can use the word over there, then you use THERE. Here, see the word here in there? That means it's a place, right? Here or there, over there. Across the road is a lake. The turtle hopes to get over there before a car hits him. You can use the word over, then you use the word that has here in it. I always look at the I as possession. It belongs to I, belongs to me, belongs to them. It's possession for a group. Most drivers don't see the turtle, their eyes. So eyes belongs to the group, are glued to their cell phones. Use their as they are. They are also distracted by other devices, like the radio and navigation system. Okay, can you say most drivers don't see the turtle over their eyes are glued to over their cell phones? Then you would scratch this one out. Can you use the contraction for they are? They are eyes are glued to they are cell phones, and that one doesn't work. Does anything belong to them? Eyes does, and so does cell phones. So that's the trick that you play for that one. It says to use your gut feeling, but I think that you should use the tricks that we have learned today. Okay, here we go. Even though we warned Jake not to eat a whole pie at one sitting, he sat at the kitchen table and proceeded to consume slice after slice. So do you change whole to whole? Do you change sat to set? Do you change proceeded to proceeded? Even though we warned Jake not to eat a whole pie at the city. Oh, okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, this is the one we should look at. This is the way it's going to be worded on STAR. Okay, so take a moment and write down the answer that you think is correct on a piece of paper or in your L&D. If you go by the supermarket, buy a package of hot dog buns. Then we will grill a sausage for dinner. Okay, which one should be changed? Heed my advice and don't lose your receipt. The college bookstore will not accept any excuse if you need to return those books. Oops. I heard the herd of gazelle leap through the air as the animals tried to elude the cheetah. Maybe Gerald is caught in traffic, or he may be flirting with the cute cafeteria cashier. Either way, don't accept any excuse for his tardiness. When there are fewer students in a class, their professor has no problem getting their individual attention. That's weird. We were successful baking 300 cupcakes for the charity event, but today we're exhausted after spending all night preparing the desserts. Gregory passed his chemistry final, so now he won't lose his scholarship. As he walked past the diner, he rewarded himself with a milkshake. Mr. Ramos hopes to accept the bid on the house. He has agreed to all of the buyer's conditions except retelling the master bathroom since it would be too much work. Okay. Um, I will make sure to add the answers to the very last slide so you can check to see what you got right or wrong. I'm going to also put another practice if you want to practice with commonly confused words when you have more time. This is a exit ticket. It'll give you a sentence, and then you're going to decide which word to change. Okay, change accept to accept. Okay, change accept to accept, and then change since to since. So you kind of have to be careful they're not numbered, but it goes in order. Okay. Change there are to there, change there to there, change there to there. Okay, so it goes in order. When you are done with that, then there is a revising and editing questions. So you'll read this passage, and then there are about 3 questions that go with each excerpt. So go ahead and answer that. There is a discussion post that you must answer as well. Which set of words is most confusing to you? How can you remember when to use the right word? Any tips? And then I'll also add that extra practice for commonly confused words if you have more time. And I'd like for you also to check your grades to see if you have any missing work. You are responsible to turn in all your work. There's going to be a deadline soon that is going to allow you to not turn any work in from a month prior. So if you have any questions or you need any help with anything, I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, have a wonderful weekend and a happy Easter.